the companies and organizations and everything that I have really came up with, y'all tried to steal that shit, and y'all can't get into shit no more. And God said, you about to be blocked from your own shit pretty soon. Grandma said, ain't no reason for y'all to be sitting up here being shicey than a motherfucker, but shit, why would you do that? And God said, we don't even want to deal with it no more. So whatever gonna happen, shit gonna happen. But you was not on the up and up, and you been fucking up for years, but we don't give a fuck. And God said, ain't that the truth? I said, a lot of people already know that people be doing this and that and acting like they what? Innocent? Maybe that nigga said, not today. Huh? No? Even that nigga said, nah, not today, nigga. And I don't give a fuck what you got. And Grandma said, that's what we know too. I said, a lot of people be walking around here showing people this, showing people that. But that nigga said, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. And that right there needs to be taken to the doctor. And everyone knows it too. I said, yeah, that was a future prediction. And that shit looked real peculiar. And that nigga looking like, yeah, we ain't got shit. And we don't do shit with nobody. And everybody looking like, yeah, stop lying, nigga. And don't start lying on motherfuckers, because we don't do nothing. And I said, ain't that the truth? I said, this nigga got some problems, but shoot, it ain't our problem, boo. And Grandma said, that's what we already know. So this nigga want to do this nigga want to do that, and all these different niggas want to do different things, but shit, even that nigga said, shit, why you move so fast, boo? Damn. And I ain't even know where I was and where I was gonna go, and I should have been chopping it up with you beforehand. And I said, yeah, I could have just slid on over and be like, what's up? And you would have been like, what's up? And then, you know what, people been like, oh, really? But that's what he thought was gonna happen. And Grandma said that shit didn't happen at all. And sometimes what people thinking, shoot. And God said, we ain't make them privy to shit. And they looking like, what nigga? Who, where? And he don't do what? I said, that's that nigga, boo. I said, yeah, I am that nigga. And I'm kind of pissed and irritated right now. And what the fuck is this smell? But that nigga said, shit, he needs to take care of all of this for that Empress. And Grandma said, that's what they need to do. I said, someone came up in here and fucked it up. And I